Pooh Shiesty has officially changed his plea from not guilty to guilty, dating back to an October incident in Florida in which law enforcement officials are claiming that Pooh Shiesty and a couple of people that was with him shot a man in the butt. Yes, Pooh Shiesty told a federal judge Thursday that he intends to take a deal from prosecutors and plead guilty. Now, Shiesty's attorney, you might have heard of his name before, Bradford Cohen, who's been known to represent high-profile clients like Kodak Black. Shiesty's attorney said, "We've entered into plea negotiations because there have been some developments in the case that I think change the dynamics of the case." So, translation, there's some information that the feds, because it's a federal case, they've got their hands on that clearly is not in the favor of Pooh Shiesty and his road manager, who also has entered a guilty plea. There's one other gentleman involved from Shiesty's camp. Not sure if he's pled guilty yet or not, but just to make a long story less long, Pooh Shiesty and crew apparently was supposed to meet up at the Landon Hotel in Bay Harbor Islands last October to purchase some shoes, maybe some other things. The exchange went wrong. A couple people were shot. The feds are claiming that Pooh Shiesty and his crew set these dudes up, and that's where the shooting came from. Now, again, everybody's going to ask the question, what do the feds have coming down the pipeline to scare Pooh Shiesty into changing his plea from not guilty into guilty? We don't know. Here's what I do know. The guy that was shot in the butt during this incident, the victim, recently was indicted and arrested in Florida on suspicion of taking part in an elaborate bank fraud scheme. Now, does that for sure mean maybe something within that gentleman's case came out and overlapped into his situation as a victim with Pooh Shiesty? I don't know. I don't know what the feds have. That's why they the feds. They don't give up their sources, their information, until cases are closed. But what we do know is Pooh Shiesty has agreed to plead guilty. Now, the next question that people are going to ask me, how much time does that mean Pooh Shiesty will serve? We don't know that. Again, obviously, when you give up your hand and say, hey, just give me the years, let's work together. He was facing life in prison if convicted. He's going to do some time. He ain't getting out tomorrow, I can tell you that. And also keep in mind that the judge working this case does have in he or she's back pocket the fact that Shiesty had another incident happen in Florida, apparently at King of Diamonds, that he is also facing some serious time behind. That case could very well hurt Shiesty. I know there are two different cases, but when you plead guilty, that judge could easily be like, yo, you came to Florida and just wild out. Not only did you have this situation come about that we have enough evidence behind you to make you plead guilty, you also got involved in another situation when you were in Florida, which makes us believe that you don't really know how to act in Florida. This is why we're going to try to push this many years on you. That information will come out really soon. With Shiesty pleading guilty, we'll know fairly soon how much time he will have to serve because of said incident. But again, one of the tie-in factors in this case, what I'm hearing, is after alleged incident in Florida at the Harbor Islands, the feds are claiming that they were able to go back through Shiesty's Instagram account, look at some money that he had on his Instagram account, look at the numbers on the money, the serial number, and they're saying that same money some of it flew out of the vehicle as Shiesty and his crew took off from the scene after this incident. All right, again, that's what they're saying. That's in their legal documentation, the affidavit. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment box below. You're not looking great for Shiesty today. We've seen people in a lot worse situations work themselves out of it. Obviously, money talks. Hopefully that works in Shiesty's favor, but it's not looking great right now as Shiesty has agreed to plead guilty for some type of involvement in an October 2020 shooting in a very rich area in Florida.